This stunning geode has layers of resin, amethyst, quartz, and gold. And today I'm going to show you exactly how I created it, step by step. I start out by doing a few sketches of some geodes, and I decided on this one. I knew it was going to be with amethyst and purple. And then I do the underpainting of the panel, and I had already primed it in a gray color. And so I just want to underpaint where the glass and the crystals will be. And then I'm using this Gilding paint for the gold. I got it from Michael's. It works really well. And all the products will be in the description. But this is the fiberglass I use for the white crystal area, and it's a 1/4 inch thick. I use it for a lot of my geodes. And since this panel is 2 inches deep, I have to first do the sides. So I cover an area with hot glue, and then I kind of use my hand to push like a handful of glass onto the glue. And this just gives it a great look to have the geode roll off to the side. And I did the same for the amethyst. I just put the glue down and then put each piece on, since it was a smaller area. So I pour down some of the glass, the fiberglass, and I use a brush to put it in place. And then I did the same for the amethyst pieces. I had some different pieces. One bag I had was darker purple. So these ones I'm putting on and just kind of separating them equally so everything will look consistent. And I'm gluing each on individually. I just didn't want them to move around. And now I'm putting on the lighter color. This amethyst was so beautiful. I had pieces that I had been like collecting just from getting little bags of them on Temu. And I'll try my best to put a link to them. I don't know if they still sell the same stuff, so I will try my best. And this part took a while. For the extras that didn't have the strong points, I just put them on loosely. And now I'm mixing some resin. And I am pouring it over the glass area. I'm kind of doing like a cross hatching, because you want to just use a light amount of resin, but you want to make sure every piece gets some resin. I'm being a little more liberal with the amethyst, but just wiping off the extra. And hitting it with a heat gun. And this is the next day, mixing up some more resin. And I am pouring down the resin. So I start out with the gold, and I line the crystals and the glass, and then oh, you know what? I just remembered that the first time I did this, it didn't really work out as planned, but this was my first attempt. And so I'm just going through fast here. But I had chosen these colors, and I didn't like how it laid out, so I started using my hands. And that looked kind of cool, but I just overworked it. So the next day I decided to come back to it and choose the colors I definitely wanted, which was white mixed with some white pearl mica powder. And then I loved this dark purple. It's metallic paste. That's from Temu as well. And so is this. It's, I forget what the color is called, but it's a pretty purple powder. And then I just decided to stick to those colors. So here I am mixing resin again, and I'm starting out with just white because there already was some gold and I knew I was gonna add gold later. And the gold also spreads a lot, so I didn't want it to do that. So I'm just gonna do the purples and whites. This is like a great purple. And then I had mixed that color with white. And then I also took the darker purple and I mixed that with white as well to make more of a pastel color. And then I wanted to darken it up with some more purple. Hitting it with the heat gun. And that made some really cool cool reactions, I guess. I don't know the word. And here I am with my fingers again. Can't help myself. I will admit this piece was a struggle. I am not used to working with purple, so I wanted it to exactly match the amethyst, and so I struggled with that. And it was a little too blue looking for me, so I knew that the glitter lines would help out a lot. And just hitting it with the torch. So this is the next day. I'm using my Gilding paint again. And I decided to do the sides. I didn't show you, but I had sanded down the sides from all the drips. And I decided to do the sides gold. So I'm gonna gild it, but first I want to do an underpainting with the Gilding paint. So I do that all around the edges. And this just allows for when you do the gold leafing, if any breaks off or you see through, then you'll just see gold. So I use some gold leaves and I cut them into thirds so I can just put down strips. And Mod Podge is the adhesive I use. I just pour some into a little cup. And then I paint these sides. Oh, okay, I'm doing the top first. So I'm painting around the edges of the glass, and I paint some of the glass and then the resin surrounding it. And then I just put down these strips of gold foil, gold leaf. And I use a paintbrush just to pat it down to make sure everything is against the adhesive. And a nice soft brush works nice to get into all the crevices. And I'm doing the same for the amethyst. And some people put down the Mod Podge or adhesive and they wait like 10 minutes till it's real tacky, but I don't wait that long. I put it down and pat it down and it seems to work well. But this was a lot of gilding for sure. So now I'm doing the sides. And the sides came out so pretty. And I have trouble with resin a lot. Like, it's hard to get the resin to pour down the sides. And I know there's different techniques, but yeah, so anyways, to get the loose foil off, you want to have a strong bristle brush like this. And you just brush off the loose pieces. And this is after you let it dry. So you put the gold leaf down and you let it dry for at least like 2 hours is good. And then you brush it all off. And I use a dust buster, works great for getting the loose leaf. And this is what it looks like, all gilded. And the sides look great. So now I'm mixing up some resin. And we're doing glitter lines. So I chose a gold color. And then also I went to Michael's. I bought some purple. This is a darker purple. And then a lighter purple that I thought matched the grape color well. And then you want to get a squeeze bottle. So I get like a lot of those from Temu, like a 24 pack for cheap, and they work really well. So you put the glitter in a little cup, put in some resin, and you mix it until it's a good consistency, and that's really up to you what you want it to be like. I want to still be able to squeeze it out and have it kind of settle. The less resin you put, the tighter your lines can be though. So I'm just outlining the gilded area with the gold. And then I added a couple more lines of gold. Now this is the darker purple. And then the lighter purple. I know it's kind of hard to see. And I kind of went crazy with the glitter lines this time, but it's hard to stop. So the next day is my favorite day. It's marker day. And that's my favorite marker, Deco Color Gold marker. And then I also used a purple Posca marker. And then I got this at Walmart. It's a purple acrylic marker that came in a pack. And I have this white acrylic marker. I've had a pack of those for a while and they work great. But I start out with the gold again, and I just outlined the gold glitter lines, just one side of them, because I like it to look like it's kind of radiating out from the center. This marker is just so shiny and beautiful. So I'm outlining all the purple lines, just one side. And then I added some white. And then I decided to add some more purple lines. So I went a little crazy with the lines too. And there she is. I thought the white lines looked really cool. So I need to add on my quartz crystals. So all of this I got, it was a 5-pound lot from Temu of quartz crystals. And I separated them into 3 bags according to quality. But those 3 bags together, that's what you get for 5 pounds, and it's a lot. But the number 1 bag is the best quality ones that I use for my crystals. And all the 5 pounds, it's just $26. So all those good crystals for $26, I think is a steal. They're real quartz and they work out great for my pieces. And also I use the other ones for different things. So I do like to sage my crystals before I put them in. I just think it's good luck and blessings for the future owner of the piece. But that's just me. So I'm taking a glue gun and gluing down little clusters, and I do three crystals in each cluster, and I try to do them varying in size. I just think that makes it look more natural. And this is glass, they're glass chips, I believe they're called, that I got from Amazon. And I sprinkle those on top of that, and that just adds another layer of glass, and I just think it looks really good and it makes it sparkle. So again, I'm doing the cross hatching with the resin to make sure all the glass stays on. And now I'm doing a layer of clear resin. And I'm making sure the sides get covered, all of them. And I just spread it around the sides. And then I hit it with a torch. And now I'm kind of speeding through this, but the next day I do another layer of marker lines, which I know sounds like a little much, but it just adds a wow factor, I think. If you see that little shadow underneath the line that forms, it kind of makes it look like the line's going through the resin, and it's super nice. And I like to do 3 layers of marker lines is best, but this one I'm just doing 2. So this took a while going over all the lines. And that's what it looks like. You can see that little shadow. And look at those amethysts, they're so beautiful. So now I'm taking some crushed glass, which is even finer pieces of glass. I got this on Amazon. And I'm doing another layer on top of the glass chips. And I'm trying to pour more around the crystal clusters. Sometimes I do like druzy effect around the crystals, but this time I just wanted to add some more glass. And I'm doing the same thing with the resin, just doing cross hatching and pouring another layer of resin. And this is the final layer. So I'm being really careful, and I made sure my surface was level beforehand because that's really important. And I'm taking my new torch. I love that thing. I was so excited to get it. And getting out all the bubbles. And this is diamond dust. You can get this on Amazon, and it's amazing. The camera doesn't pick up the sparkle as much, but I'm telling you, once you sprinkle this all over the glass, it just lights up. It's my favorite thing. And there she is. I went to the beach this morning and took this quick video, and she just shines. I love her. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something. I'd love to hear any of your comments, and I'd love for you to follow me as well, of course. But have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.